Hello, welcome to Momversations here on the Win Women Network. I'm Regan Barnes. I am your hostess today. I am a mom of 8, and I'm the founder of Momivate. Momivate is a nonprofit organization that empowers you to elevate your mothering experience. My co-founder here is Leah. She was going to join us today, but we'll have to meet her another time. So I would like to welcome you. You are actually essential for each and every program that we have. So thank you so much for joining us. And we welcome you to our Momivate Momunity. Some people say community, but we are a mom unity. We are moms united in our passion to create a better world for our children, with our children, and through our children. We know we can have immense, infinite influence by simply being committed to loving them. So we invite you to become a mom. That's Mom Unity member. It is free. Join us on our website, which is www.momivate.org. As we raise up society, every mom needs an EMT, E for education, M for money, and T for time. So that's what our programs are designed to do. Get you an EMT as we provide this educational experience, for instance, with regards to the money. We have all these great ideas of how to alleviate those financial stressors in your life. And with regards to time, that is how we spell love, T-I-M-E. We need more time to enjoy our children, and Momivate is going to help you with that. So let's get this Momversation started. You can, if you do sign up on our website, we will send you what we call a free digital smile journal. So smile, that is for you to keep track of things that you learn here during this educational program. We want to give you support. That's what the S is for. Motivation, inspiration, laughter, and education. And you can, as you keep track of those things and set goals through your smile journal, then it'll be more than just information for you. It will be transformational. And I am excited for you to have this free smile journal. So be sure to go and join our mom unity there on our website. All right. We want to focus on one of our vate words. Our Momivate organization has 4 vate words. We want to activate moms, cultivate their maternal instincts, innovate to meet modern day mothering needs, and elevate the respect given to the role of motherhood, even from our own angle, but also from those that we interact with. We live in this amazing time when we have so many options in front of us. I'm so grateful to live right now when women have choices. It didn't used to be that way. Even I would say within the last century, women did not have so many options, and we have fought long and hard for those options. And so the concept of activate in our Momivate mom unity is to encourage you to choose motherhood conscientiously, be a deliberate and intentional mother, even amidst all of the many other options that there are in the world. Your children need you. It is a biological need, and you actually need them. You will be more fulfilled as you face the challenges head on. And so Momivate isn't here to pretend that motherhood is easy or that it is glorious all the time. You know, when you're wiping poopy bottoms. That's not necessarily glorious. But we are here to say that it's necessary and that our children will always benefit from having more time with mom. So we want to just kind of think about what has gone into your decision to become a mother. These days, motherhood very much is a choice. That's among people's political viewpoints, they even call it pro-choice, is getting to choose whether or not to have a baby. Even on the other end of the spectrum, for women who might naturally have infertility issues, they have so many options, miraculous options available to them that might give them that opportunity to give birth. And so amidst that choosing of motherhood, we need to really look at our reasons and be conscientious about why we would choose motherhood. And as we think about those things, we can look in our own past. And that is how it is for me. I grew up with a single mom. Bless her heart. I am so grateful for the sacrifices that she made. And she always lamented the fact that she could not be a full-time mom. So she's the mother of 5 children, all the same father. And when the youngest was 1 year old is when he abandoned his family. She was, this is several years ago, back before there was garnishing of the wages and things like that, to make sure that a man in that position would fulfill his responsibilities, at least monetarily. So she really was stuck being the sole provider for our family. And that was a rough thing. It was hard on our whole family. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop sharing so that I can be a little more head-on with each of you and sharing my story. And I was the middle of those 5 children. I was about 5 when my dad left. So I have some daddy memories. And in general, he was always a very nice person. So at least they're pleasant daddy memories. Now, what I realized as the years went on was that when you take one parent out of the home, it actually means you're taking the second parent out of the home as well, because my mom no longer had that luxury of being able to just focus on motherhood. And in our case, as a family, we suffered, unfortunately, from that situation in various ways. Now, we are a Christian family, and we do feel that our faith has been a strength for us. And as Christianity is meant to be, it was a form of salvation. And so we are very grateful for that. And in the meantime, we also had trials and difficulties that likely we would not have had if we had had the opportunity to have more time with our mom, as well as with our dad. And the love that my mom had for us was really among the saving graces. And the lack of love that we experienced firsthand by having a deadbeat dad, so to speak, that was definitely an important oppositional contrast that taught us a lot as we went along and as we made our mistakes, as all children do. And we knew where to go to overcome those mistakes and the repercussions of them. Now, I feel like as I grew older and I watched, it was particularly my brothers who suffered from not having a dad in the home. And I kept hearing my mom say over and over, I wish I could be home with you. I wish I could be your full-time mom. I processed all of that in my head. And I also, again, I mentioned my Christian background, and my leaders in my religion taught that motherhood is essential, it's crucial, it's vital. And so I signed up. At age 24, I got married. At age 25, I gave birth. And this is after I had my bachelor's degree. I thought I knew what I was doing, and I had absolutely no idea. Even though I went into it willingly and even kind of in honor of my own mother, because she didn't have that luxury. I questioned myself in those first several years when there was, I already mentioned, poopy diapers, all the messes, the inability to understand the signals coming from my baby, and really feeling at a loss sometimes. I had spent my first 7 or 8 years of adulthood feeling rather capable. And I kind of enjoyed adulthood and enjoyed getting to make choices and decisions. And then came babies, where a lot of choices were made for me because they were the ones waking me up at whatever time. And 2-year-olds have opinions, and they want to make you agree with their opinions. So needing to figure that out, and then as the children kept coming, I did choose to keep having more children, and I yelled, and I didn't like the yelling, and I just thought, I don't like myself, who I am as a mother. And it was an opportunity to really make that choice and that decision. So I had to do a little soul searching, and really realize that it was a choice, and that I needed to feel, again, like it was a choice I was making, and be committed to it. So I took on the attitude that motherhood was my full-time job, and that I was going to treat it like a career. In fact, I thought, dentists, they get together once a year and have a convention to talk about all the new options in dentistry, or lawyers have lawyer conventions. And I thought, that's what moms need. So in 2006, I started the Successful Mothering Convention, and it was obviously a need that was being filled by my little grassroots effort. And we had over 450 moms participate in our very first Successful Mothering Convention. And the following year, we had almost 800. So apparently, other moms wanted to also treat motherhood as their full-time jobs, and come into it with that attitude that motherhood isn't just about poopy diapers, but that there's something intangible amidst the undesirable, maybe jobs that seem like they could just be filled by anybody. Anybody can be a chauffeur, anybody can do your laundry. But there's something intangible, that motherhood is more than the sum of those parts. And of course, it's the love that we bring to it, that is kind of that secret ingredient, I guess. So that is my call today. Let's activate ourselves here in motherhood. And I think that we're the secret ingredient that the whole world is missing, is motherhood. We need to reclaim our position on the throne, because, the hand that rocks the cradle is the hand that rules the world. So we do have talents and skills and education. I mentioned that I had already received my bachelor's degree, and we want to put those things to use. So Momivate is here to innovate and really think about ways to upgrade and revolutionize motherhood, so that our children still get to have time with mom. And they, I think they will be always improved, just as we will as moms. The more time we spend with our kids, instead of kind of trying to avoid some of those uncomfortable mom situations, if we face them head on, like the women we are, I am woman, hear me roar. The Rosie the Riveter, we can do it. Then the better off we will be, and the better off our children will be. So I do want to introduce to you one thing that we feel like is revolutionary and that we offer for free on our website. We are a nonprofit organization because we want to give moms these tools without asking them to pay for them, especially if they aren't out earning a salary, then money might be particularly tight. And we want them to be able to have good, solid skills tools available to fulfill their roles as mothers. So let me introduce you to mom pods. Mom pods are, like I said, they're kind of a revolutionary concept. What it is taking what might seem like opposing forces of motherhood and self-fulfillment, and bringing them together, just like the yin and the yang, and finding the harmony between motherhood and our innate desire to be fulfilled and to magnify our talents and our skills. So I'm going to take you to our website now, so that you can see the mom pod, and you can find it again later. That's what's really important. It is under the Innovate tab. So Momivate is based on these other Vate words: activate, cultivate, innovate. And that's where you'll find mom pods, and you can sign right up. There is quite a bit of information right here on the website. What mom pods are is a group of 2 or 3 moms who collaborate to provide mom-centric care for their children while also preserving time and sanity for part-time career or homemaking or just other hobbies. A kind of a popular term right now is self-care. And I, just as a mother, my main question is, how in the world am I going to get any self-care? I have children. I'm caring for them. What are they going to do while I'm getting my self-care? And so Mom Pods is the answer for that. It's a 34-page packet. So it has a chock full of ideas and information, and it's really critical information. It's a mindset, it's charts to figure out the timing, it's charts to figure out the budget in case you decide to have meals together as part of your mom pod. And it's so much better than daycare. We have various reasons that we list here, things like the budget, naps, breastfeeding, your stress levels are lower, germs, of course, are lower when, in a mom pod versus the daycare. Plus, there's the maternal need for social interaction with other adults, and mom pods respect that. And it gives you also a chance to retain a sense of yourself. And that often gets lost as mothers. And so when you conscientiously, intentionally set up a mom pod with a fellow mom, and we include in our packet, we include ideas of how to find another mom to do a mom pod with. So please go ahead and visit our website and join us in having a mom pod. Now, I want to move forward with my presentation. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to do something a little bit crazy. This is so that it's very memorable for you, I hope. I wrote a parody to a song. Now, that might be news to you, but it would not be news to my kids. I am such a believer that music is good for my kids' brains that I just sing out of the blue, and I just like steal tunes and then make up new words, you know? So when my child is potty training, for instance, I might sing, wipe and flush, and then you wash your hands. Wipe and flush, and then you wash your hands. Or something, you know. I just sing as we go and try to, it helps with the repetition of motherhood to make it a little more fun and interesting, as opposed to just repeat, because the repetition is going to happen. Like that's a necessity of motherhood. So at least this makes it a little more fun. So based on the word activate, I have written a parody to the tune of Celebration by, I think his name's Cool and the Gang. So here we go. I'm going to turn on the music, hoping that you'll be able to hear it. And then I'll just sing along. Mama! Mom on! Activate, oh mom! Mom! Activate, oh moms, mom! There's a family growing up right here. A big adventure to last throughout the year. So bring your children and your mom friends too. We're gonna activate your mom life with you. Momivate, yeah. Let's all activate and have a good time. Momivate, yeah. We're gonna activate and upgrade mom life. It's time to mom together. Our kids need us. They're our treasure, all the moms around the world. Mom! I hope you enjoyed that. So that actually, as Momivate, we host smile gatherings. And that is one of the words for smile. So we got, I'm trying to write nice and big for you. Maybe I can also bring the computer a little closer. So our S is for support. When you come to a smile gathering, you will get support. Our M is for music. This is one of the tools in our mothering belt that we need to make more use of. It really can just get those dendrites growing in our kids' brains. And it just makes motherhood all the more pleasant. So, and we use an I for inspiration, and we'll be moving on to share some inspirational things with you. The L is for laughter, because again, we're here to upgrade motherhood. So the more we can laugh together, the better off we will be, and our children too. So, and then the E, which is for the education that we want to offer to all moms for free. And this is good, solid parenting education based on parenting experts. So again, thank you for giving me that chance to share my music with you. All right, I gotta always take a look and make sure I'm doing things in a timely manner. So next I'm going to share a book with you. Mars Needs Moms. This is by Berkeley Breathed, who was famous for, he even won a Pulitzer Prize for a comic strip, political cartoons called Bloom County and Opus. So some of these drawings will look mildly familiar, perhaps. So this is Milo. Milo often wondered what was so special about mothers. Anyone could see that they were summer-stealing, child-working, perfumey garden goblins. There was hardly much about that. Mothers also inherit tutus. Nothing very special about that. Mothers are slave driving, crashing up, rubbish over. Nothing special about that. And mothers are serving human. This afternoon, Milo's mother missed what was funny about sister Tintin. To your room, she thundered. No supper. As she left his room, Milo yelled, I sure don't see what's so special about mothers. She paused when he said this and then closed the door very, very slowly. Exhausted, Milo fell asleep. He slept so deeply that he never heard the distant roar of rain and the night sky beyond his window. The spaceship landed just outside of town. Two Martian raiders. Worse, Martian raiders with a big net. They were here to find a treasure that could not be found on Mars. Moms. Oh, they thought, to nab just one of those. I love that depiction of a mother. And what they're trying to grab her with is a cup of coffee. So Milo awoke to strange sounds down the hall. You can see they're stealing his mother. So he chases after them and ends up just barely grabbing onto the ship as they head back to Mars. So I'm trying to hurry for you so that we can get to the point. So he comes out, and unfortunately, he sees what they want mothers for. It says they needed driving to soccer and to ballet and to playdates and parties. Plus, they needed cooking and cleaning and dressing and packing lunches and bandaging boo-boos. So as he climbs out, he trips and he falls. He lands in one piece, but his helmet, not so much. Milo gasped and choked. As anyone knows, breathing Martian air is breathing mustard. He sucked it in and instantly grew weak and dizzy and things began to go dark. He barely sensed someone approaching. And he barely sensed the hands place her own helmet over his head. She looked at him smiling and said, I'll love you to the ends of the universe. And then she went limp in his arms. And he yelled to the aliens, help, she's my mother. And so they brought her another space helmet and they zoomed her back to Earth because they finally discovered what it was about mothers that was so special. Thank you for joining me today. I just want to share my screen for these last few minutes and help you remember what Momivate is all about. So I really am genuinely grateful for each one of you as my visitors, and I encourage you to write down the things that stuck out to you here during our conversation. And again, we offer that smile journal. So write it down and make an action plan because one small movement leads to another. We are a nonprofit organization because you already give so much. You give your time, you give your love, you give birth. And as a token of gratitude, we give you tools to empower you to elevate your mothering experience. Thank you again for joining us.